are back with Motivational Minutes. This is Crystal M. Adair, and we are in it to win it. Amen. Motivational speaker and an author. Please go on Amazon.com today and order a copy of my book. It is called Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. I promise that it will only bless your life. Family, come October, bless God, I will have been on this earth some 42 years. And one of the lessons that I've learned is that sometimes God will allow adversity to happen just to get our attention. God will allow horrific things to happen. He will allow catastrophes to come. He will allow things of epic and historic proportions to manifest just to get us to recognize who He is and to call His name. Many of us right now are watching in awe everything that's happening in Houston, Texas, and many of us sitting in shock and disbelief at what unfolded in Charlottesville a few weeks back. But the truth of the matter is sometimes God will allow these horrible and awful things to happen to wake us up, to tell us to stop being complacent, to pull us from our comfort zones, to get us to recognize our shared humanity. That's right, to get us to see that fellow man, that fellow woman, or that child as one of us, one of humankind, not somebody who's different, not someone who should be treated differently or treated poorly just because they look the way they do. God is waking His people up. Sometimes it even happens in your personal life where you're finding that when you turn around, there's more strife, there's more struggle, there's more adversity. Well, God is waking you up. He wants you to pull closer to Him. He wants you to recognize your own strength. He's trying to get you to lean on Him and not onto your own understanding. God wants us to recognize Him because somehow we have forgotten who He is. So the challenge and the charge today, family, in as much as we want to feel discouraged and downtrodden about all of the atrocities that are happening in the world today, it is time for us to band together as a humankind, as children of God, recognize who He is and recognize our own power to get through all of this together. That's the reason why many of these adversities have come. All right, family, this is Crystal and Adair with Motivational Minutes. I love you. Please go out and get a copy of this book, Therapy, a memoir novella from Amazon.com. And as always, a shout out to Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice and these motivational minutes can be heard.
Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
You're listening to Mountaintop Network Radio.
T-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Red T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
They said I'll be hollering and screaming.
From Rucker Apparel.
They said I could never talk good sports radio.
What you talking about, Willie?
But I told them.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
So I found out.
It's a transmitter. It's a radio for speaking.
So I saw the light talking sports radio.
I have seen the light!
So I thought about starting Rev T Sports Revival.
By George, he's got it. By George, he's got it.
People are saying,
you can see how you have progressed as a show, and I'll tell you what, man, it shows. I mean, it totally shows.
And our callers are saying this, right? Man, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
No. The show seems really good. You seem like you have a lot of fun. This is why I called in, and you both know your sport. So it's always fun talking to people that know their sports. That's why I like to call in whenever I get a chance.
And after I introduce my guests, they say,
for that big intro, I don't know whether to make you my agent or have you call my mom.
Well, our guests are saying this.
Your broadcast always edifies, and y'all are inspirational. You're unselfish. You don't whitewash anything. You deal with the real problems and issues, whether they're popular or unpopular.
And they saying, I'm sounding like this great legend that had a mouthpiece in the radio business.
Man, you talking sports over there like T.D. Green, man. That's what I like about Rev T Sports Revival.
But most of all, this. Hey, Fred, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
Hey, well, you tell them, Rev T, if they ears ain't used to great talk radio, they need to adjust, because at the end of the day, being different ain't being wrong. It's just being who you are. They scared to be who they are. They probably shouldn't be listening to your show anyway.
Why tweet about it when you could talk about it on the Rev T Sports Revival? Believe that, baby. March with me.
Let's get it.
Savon Fidel and the Real Rev T, and I'd like to welcome you right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, to the Rev T Sports Revival. That's right, y'all. We got a lot to talk about today. The Redskins, they getting ready to go play the Philadelphia Eagles, y'all, on Sunday. But the NFL, it kicks off, y'all, week one. Week one in full effect tonight. New England Patriots, Kansas City. They about to get funky like a monkey. Man, I feel good on the Thursday. Y'all feel good? Man, that's right. Lace them up, strap them up real tight, and come on and march with me. The Redskins, people hype, man. That's right. Talking sports. Y'all, let's go. Let's go on the Thursday, y'all. March with me. Ow! Man, good morning. Yeah, man, I see y'all tuning in live right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, y'all. New Facebook page where we gonna be broadcasting from. I want y'all to go like the post, go like the page, go share the post with the people, let them know where they can find me at. We had some technical difficulties this morning trying to go Facebook Live, so excuse us for the delay of us bringing the live broadcast here on Mountaintop Network Radio. It's no use of doing the double. You know what I'm talking about? Getting on the bus. And then always, thank you to the lovely Crystal Adair for bringing those motivational minutes, y'all. That's some good stuff there. And I'm going to keep playing it right here on Mountaintop Network Radio. And before I start the sports revival, everybody need a little bit of Jesus in them. I don't care who you are. White, black, yellow, brown, Asiatic. I don't care how you get down. You still need little baby Jesus in you. And those motivational minutes is good for the people. The big shots out there. Claudette, Mary, Rucker, April, y'all. Y'all better get with them, man. The Diesel Reloaded, man. We coming back. Yeah, that's right, y'all. The world's finest, the finest tailgate in the world, man. We coming back, y'all. That's right, on September 10th. Out there at FedEx Field. Man, you need to be there. D60. You gonna see the big old red school bus back in effect, y'all. So we want to see y'all out there. But y'all get with Claudette, man. Go get y'all one of those Diesel Reloaded shirts printed out today. Big shouts out to Maurice Wood, Ghost and Real Estate, y'all. Helping people change their lives and their living situation every day, man. Y'all make sure y'all get in contact with him. But look, though, y'all, we got a whole lot to talk about right here live on Rev T Sports Revival. 703-763-4979 is the number if y'all want to call in, talk a little sports with us. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what's going on your mind. How you feeling about the world? The world can't get no better if you just let it be. I'm telling to the young, I tell it to the old, you got to come to the Rev T Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Did I say that? I did, my brothers and sisters. And we got to say some good morning to the people tuning in right here live on Mountaintop Network Radio. We see y'all Facebook Live, man. Big brother Edwin Jimenez, man. We see you. Good morning to you, champ. Good morning to you. Big brother Jerry Sutton is always out there sharing the post, y'all. And then big brother Stephen Atkins in the house, y'all. That's that Inside Blitz, God willing. They going to be right here on Mountaintop Network Radio on a Sunday chasing that NFL for the people, y'all. For y'all game day get started. Y'all make sure y'all go give him a follow. And then big brother Michael Underwood, man. Good morning to you, champ. Good morning, man. Me and Mike Underwood got something planned for the people right here on Mountaintop Network Radio. Not the Sports Revival, Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. And y'all stay tuned for that, man. And I appreciate all y'all. Make sure y'all go share the post with the people. Go share the post with the people. Let me get my visual over here so we can all get all in the same atmosphere. Right. Good morning to you. So look, let's go ahead and jump straight into this. Now, yesterday, after we got on the air, just like straight after we got on the air yesterday, Michael Bennett of the Seattle Seahawks, he came out with some shadiggity bop and some shadiggity bang that really made a whole lot of people's ears ring. He got the party started. And if I must say how all of this transpired and how all of this went down, well, it go a little something like this. After the Floyd Money Mayweather fight a couple of weeks back with him and that Bama that Floyd Mayweather fought, he ain't even got no name to me no more. Y'all the McGregor, whatever, that Bama, okay. Him and Floyd Money Mayweather, they had their fight or whatever. And after the fight, Michael Bennett was out there with some of his family members or friends or whatever after the fight. And a shooting occurred. And Michael Bennett, he started to run. Well, when he started to run, the police thought he was the shooter or one of the shooters or part of whatever had just happened there. So they pressed him out. They pulled up on him, put his knee in the back, blase, whatever, and the man felt some type of way behind it. So, to make things even worse about the situation, they pulled the gun out on him and told him if he moved that they was going to blow his head away. Well, that man was pissed. And you know what? I be pissed too. And with everything that's going on, especially in the United States of America, when it comes to the injustices of African Americans, when let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. The thing, the Colin Kaepernick's being bamboozled because he's standing up for the protest. And then you see things like this come about. And let's understand, Michael Bennett, he was upset. He was so upset that he came out and he put a letter out on social media about what happened. And I'm going to share it with the people because I want the people to see it. I really want the people to see what this man said. And I'm going to read it because I really want the people to hear what this man said, to hear what this man was feeling inside his heart, being a player here in the NFL, but just being a black man in America. The reality check. And the thing about it is, I know some people say, well, damn, Rev, you being a little harsh about it. No, I'm not being harsh about it. I'm being exactly what it is about it. And I want to print it to make sure that everybody could see this. Okay, good. Here we go. I got it up. So I'm going to go ahead and read the statement that he made. And I don't have no problem with it. Dear world, on Saturday, August 26, 2017, I was in Las Vegas to attend the Mayweather-McGregor fight on my day off. After the fight, while heading back to my hotel, several hundred people heard what sounded like gunshots. Like many other people in the area, I ran away from the sound looking for safety. Las Vegas police officers singled me out and pointed their guns at me for doing nothing more than simply being a black man in the wrong place at the wrong time. A police officer ordered me to get on the ground. As I laid on the ground, complying with his commands to not move, he placed his gun near my head and warned me that if I moved, he would blow my fucking head off. Terrified and confused by what was taking place, a second officer came over and forcefully jammed his knee into my back, making it difficult for me to breathe. Then they cinched the handcuffs on my wrists so tight that my fingers went numb. The officer's excessive use of force was unbearable. I felt helpless as I lay there on the ground, handcuffed, facing the real life threatening of being killed. All I could think of was, am I going to die for no other reason than I am a black and my skin color is somehow a threat? My life flashed before me, my eyes, and I thought of my girls. Would I ever play with them again? Or watch them have kids? Or be able to kiss my wife again and tell her I love her? I kept asking the officer, what did I do? And reminding them that I had the right, I had rights that they were duty bound to respect. The officer ignored my pleas and instead told me to shut up and then took me to the back of a nearby police car where I sat for what felt like an eternity until they apparently realized I was not a thug, a common criminal, or ordinary black man, but Michael Bennett, a famous professional football player. After confirming my identity, I was ultimately released without any legitimate justification for the officer's abusive conduct. Now, this is the part right here I want y'all to hear. I have always had a strong conviction that protesting or standing up for justice is just simply the right thing to do. This fact is unequivocally, without question, why before every game I sit during the national anthem, because equality doesn't live in this country. And no matter how much money you make, what job title you have, or how much you give, when you're seen as a nigga, you will be treated that way. That was his statement. And I excuse anyone if I move you about it. I apologize to anyone for some of the words that were used, but it is what it is. And what Michael Bennett got was a reality check, and he even said it when he said it. The fact is unequivocally, without a question, why before every game I sit down. Doesn't live in this country, and no matter how much you make, what your job title is, or how much you give when you're seen as you'll be treated that way. Some people might be moved by that statement. Some people might be really moved by that statement. But I'm not. It's the truth. And the thing about it is, you know, it makes me go back to this. When we was talking about Ray Lewis and the Colin Kaepernick situation and how all that is being handled, how all that is being put out into the fold. The justifications and the ramifications of that situation when it comes down to it. And when you really look at this thing and you really look at the landscape of this whole situation, that young man didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. He was trying to seek cover. But because he was running, they assumed that Michael Bennett had committed the crime. And you have to understand, when you have these athletes coming out here saying, man, you know, the injustice in America. See, they can't fire Michael Bennett. The season is start. He an impact player. But you understand now what Colin Kaepernick is standing up for. And I'll say this time and time again. Colin Kaepernick got the right message. Colin Kaepernick did the right thing. But where he went wrong and what he did wrong was he didn't go out and vote. And when you don't go out and vote, well, you see who get put in the office. But for Michael Bennett to experience that, for him to come out and share that with the media on social media and the world, that should tell you something about the society we live in. Your stature as an athlete, it doesn't mean nothing if you're black in America. I said this before many times again on the show. You're only loved because of the things that you do on the court or on the field. But when you get off that court, when you get off that field, if they don't recognize who you are, if they don't know who you are, you're just an ordinary African American, a black man in America. This ain't to hurt nobody, but it's the truth though. And Michael Bennett, the police came out. They really haven't said anything too much about it. It's live video footage of the scenario out there now. That's showing where the police put the gun to his head. And the thing about it is the police didn't cut on his body cam. This footage was recorded by somebody else. So, at the end of the day, you know, I like to know, the question I like to ask is, where's Ray Lewis now? Where's Michael Vick? Oh, where's Cordell Stewart? Oh, where's Jason Whitlock? Right. Exactly. You hear silence, but they quick to go jump on Colin Kaepernick. They quick to talk about, oh, because Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend made these racist statements. Oh, something is wrong. Something ain't right. They quick to say that. They quick to run and say that out their mouth. They quick not to give that man a job in the NFL. They also quick to, if you a black man and you running down the street after a commotion went down, you can't run for safety. You can't go run and hide and try to protect yourself or your family. Oh no, you just better stay right there until the police say you's okay. You can go now. After we rough you up and talk nasty to you and talk like you less than. Oh, I know I'm moving some of y'all bones early in the morning. Hell, y'all will be all right. Anyway, we live right here at Mountaintop Network Radio. It's a sports revival. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. I'm so glad to be here with the people. We going to take a break, y'all. And when we come back off this break, what we going to do, I tell you what we going to do. What we going to do. We going to go start talking about these Washington Redskins. Because it's some things I want to put out there. Well, you know what? No, let's not go talk about these Redskins. I want to start chasing this NFL real quick. We can go get into the Redskins a little bit later in the show. Couple of things I want to point out that's going on in the NFL, man, that we need to look out for. Plus, we got a game 1 tonight. Hey, and I'm ready for the week 1 regular season. Y'all ready, man? I feel good, man. Yeah, y'all, right here the Rev T Sports Revival right here, Mountaintop Network Radio. DMV, y'all. Lace your boots up. Strap them up real tight. I want to hear from y'all. 703-763-4979 is the number if y'all want to call in. 703-763-4979 is the number. Y'all ready? Come on. Let's go, y'all.
Custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today. 703-743-4556 and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Tell it to the young, tell it to the old. But you got to let that burgundy gold fill up your soul. Now, here we stand, 2017, be draft day. Yes. What happened on
Yeah, y'all, we here live. Right here, y'all. This is Sports Revival, Mountaintop Network Radio. DMV, y'all, that's what it is. Mountaintop Radio, DMV, y'all go like the page. Stay tuned with us. I feel good on a Thursday. Y'all ready? Come on, let's go. NFL Week 1 is about to go down, baby. The shadiggity bop and the shadiggity bang. The thing that's making the people ears ring. I heard a lot of people say they gonna boycott the NFL. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all ain't boycotting nothing. The same people sitting on social media talking about they gonna boycott the NFL. Y'all will be sitting right there looking at the game. Looking at the games right there out the gate. I mean, you can sell that to somebody else, but you can't sell that to Rev T. And as many reasons y'all can say, oh, we need to be boycotting the NFL, Colin Kaepernick, or whatever. You can do that all you want. They still gonna play the game. Them owners still gonna go out there and make sure that they make their money, whether they get it from you or not. They'll get it from somebody else. But let's start out with this week 1 in this NFL. 8:30 tonight, y'all, on NBC. Y'all know what it is. The Kansas City Chiefs, they going to go face the New England Patriots. And when you talk about this Kansas City team here, and you look at the landscape of what they trying to do this year, they went out and got some key players when it comes to what they're trying to do with Andy Reid's system. They picked in the first round with the 10th pick overall, Patrick Mahomes. Okay, and he's doing pretty good up there, and it's making start to say, well, what's going on with Alex Smith? How's everything going to be panned out? You know, well, what is that looking out for him? And the thing about it is, you know, when you look at this this Kansas City team, when you got a coach like Andy Reid, okay, the skies is always the limit, just by off the coach himself. Andy Reid, as you know, when his success that he had with the Philadelphia Eagles, Andy Reid knows how to develop and make a playoff team. Andy Reid knows how to get his team into the playoffs, even if he has just basic players on his team. And when you look at this Kansas City offense and just some of the components that they have, wide receiver, Chris Conley, Tyreek Hill, I mean Kareem Hunt, they got a lot of names out there that's kind of new to this offense. No big names out there, but Andy Reid, though, he can go ahead and how could I say it, when it comes to football, Andy Reid can turn water into wine. But then when you flip the script and you look at the New England Patriots, and you want to talk about coaches, you know, what can you say? What can you say about the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick and the way he been running and conducting business over damn near the last 18, 20 years with the New England Patriots, especially with Tom Brady under center? You know, you look at last year when you look at the situation with when the New England Patriots, when Tom Brady had to sit down or whatever and be laid down by the riverside for this Flakegate, New England didn't lose a step at all with the quarterback that they had sitting there backing him up. You talking about a New England team that finished 4th overall in offense, 8th overall in defense. Okay, 4th when it comes to the pass, 7th when it comes to the run. So at the end of the day, you know, this Kansas City team, they still got a lot of questions to answer. I'm going to go ahead and ride with New England on this. I'm just putting it out how it is. But let me go ahead while I'm on the road, y'all, and I'm putting my picks out. 703-763-4979 is the number y'all want to call in and talk about what's going on in the NFL. Any games you like to see will be, you know, step out into your mind that really excites you or kind of licking your chops. Just look at this New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills. You talking about a New York Jets team last year when it all came down to it, they was 26 overall with the offense. And when you look at it, you know, a lot of that comes to the thing that they had this issue with Fitzpatrick and all the drama that was just going on with them as a whole, as a team. And they kind of went out there and they really addressed some situations with what they're trying to do. And me personally, I always think that they're trying to bulk themselves up when it comes to the defense, especially with Todd Bowles being the head coach right now of that New York Jets team. They went out and they got a lot of pieces on both ends of the stick that try to help them out. Elijah McGill, the running back, should make a big impact on what they're trying to do. But the most interesting thing about this New York Jets team is they got Josh McCown at the quarterback and Bryce Petty as the second string quarterback. And to me, right now, if I'm a New York Jets fan, I'm going to start praying to my God, my Buddha, my Jehovah, my Allah, whoever I believe in, I'm going to start praying to him because y'all starting deceiving with Josh McCown. And that's all I got to say. And then you want to talk about these Los Angeles Raiders going up against these Tennessee Titans, y'all, on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Well, you're looking at a Los Angeles Raiders team that got Derek Carr at center. He just got that big contract extension. But listen here, though. To take a load off his shoulders so he won't have to be throwing so much, they went and got Marshawn Lynch and brought him out of retirement. Not only that, Marshawn Lynch is playing on his home territory. And the defense of the Raiders was 26 overall last year. I expect to see that change drastically. Very much so. Tennessee Titans, you talk about the quarterback coming into his second season, Mariota, whatever his name is. And when you look at it and you look at this whole scenario, Marcus Mariota, this whole scenario, I really think that this offense has an upside to it, especially when you got a rejuvenated DeMarco Murray. If he can come out and be a workhorse like he was last year within this offense, and then the rising of Rashard Matthews at wide receiver and Corey Davis, I really believe that this Tennessee Titans offense has a lot to offer this year when it comes to the NFL season. And then when you look on the flip side of that with their defense, Brian Orakpo, Derek Morgan, all these people had good seasons last year. DaQuan Jones, good season last year. And so I expect them to grow. I expect to see a different type of Tennessee Titans team. And if you ask me when it came down to it, who would I pick, who I put my money on for the Shadiggity Bop and the Shadiggity Bang, to make the people ears ring when it come down to all of this, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and ride or die. I'm going to go ahead and ride or die. I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans in this game. I'm gonna take the Tennessee Titans, and I'm just saying, you know, and if I'm wrong, then okay, we'll go ahead and do the thing breakdown of my picks tomorrow instead of me trying to give them all today, because I want to kind of get through the name of these teams and these games that's being played. Then you got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans. The Texans, of course. Jacksonville, they got a lot to do, man. They still got a lot to do in it, and it's kind of predicated on what this quarterback going to do. You know, what you going to see from him. Because over the last couple of years, you know, he went from a high all the way down to a damn low. And when I say damn low, I mean just like that. A damn low. A damn shame. Blake Bortles. And Blake Bortles, he got to understand, Chad Henney's sitting there right behind him. They didn't pick up a third option at quarterback. So that's telling you something right there. If I'm Blake Bortles, you better not go out there and start throwing 35 picks like you did last year, or you won't be the quarterback the Jacksonville Jaguars too much longer. And I really mean that when I say that. Sorry if I'm offending somebody by just telling it like it T.I. is. And when you look at the landscape of it in the other games that's going on in NFL on Sunday, you know, I want to talk about this game right here that kind of stands out to me. This is going to be a big game early in the season for the San Francisco 49ers going up against the Carolina Panthers at 4 o'clock on Sunday. Why? Because you got Kyle Shanahan as the new head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. And the thing about it is, you're talking about a team that they was in the damn 30s and everything except for rushing the ball when it came to their offense. They were 31st on the offense, 32nd on defense, 32nd with the pass, 4th on rushing. So at the end of the day, you know, this game against the Carolina Panthers, it's going to tell us all what type of development, what type of what's the right word I'm trying to say? What type of leadership or direction Kyle Shanahan is bringing to the San Francisco 49ers? Are they going to come out and show this octane offense that we used to seeing Kyle Shanahan run? Or are they going to come out and they just going to bow down to these Carolina Panthers? Because regardless of the missing pieces and how many people that the Carolina Panthers have seemed to let go from their defense over the last couple of years, they still are a defense that's a threat and to be reckoned with in the NFL. And I'm just curious to see how Brian Hoyer is going to hold up against this Carolina team. Brian Hoyer. Did I say that? Yeah, I did, man. I know I can. But look, though, y'all, I tell y'all what, I need to drink some coffee real quick. Let's go ahead and take a break. And when we come back off this break, we're going to keep chasing this NFL. And then we're going to start to try to lean into what's going on with the Washington Redskins. Some of the good shadiggity bop and the shadiggity bang that's going out of Redskin, Ashburn pop to make the people ears ring. Y'all feel good, man?
Network
right
Radio.
Here live, man. Mountain Top Network Radio. Oh, no, man. I hit the music too quick. Let's try that again. We here live, y'all, right here, Mountain Top Network Radio. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. We gonna take a break. When we come back, y'all, we gonna keep chasing these games that's happening in week 1 in the NFL. And then we gonna talk about these Philadelphia Eagles coming to FedEx Field, y'all, on Sunday. Face the Washington Redskins. Some of the things I want to point out that need to be addressed. Y'all ready? Come on, man. Lace them up, strap them up real tight, and march with me, baby, right here on Mountain Top Network Radio. DMV, y'all. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Let's go, baby. March with me. Ow!
Mountain Top Network Radio.
Specialized custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountain Top Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Mountain Top Network Radio.
From Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minute.
Mountain Top Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountain Top Network Radio.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today, 703-743-4556, and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey, y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today.
Mountain Top Network Radio. Mountain Top Network Radio. Mountain Top Network Radio.
See, Redskins Nation, I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old. You got to let that burgundy go fill up your soul. Burgundy gold! saying 2017 be draft day. What happened on
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Yeah, baby, we sitting here live, y'all. Big shouts out to Big Brother Kim Burger, Marshall. We see you. Yeah. We so glad to be here with the people. But look though, y'all, I see we coming up on time. We coming up on time. So what I want to do is, I want to kind of start talking about what's going on with these Washington Redskins. Philadelphia Eagles, y'all, coming to FedEx Field. They coming to FedEx Field, y'all. Man, that crank be making me feel good in the morning. I'm so glad to be here with the people, man. That crank be up in my bones early in the morning sometimes, y'all. I just feel good like Hollywood. But listen here, though. When it all comes down to it, you know, the shidiggity bop and the shidiggity bang, the Philadelphia Eagles coming to town. And when you look at this scenario, and you look at this game with the Washington Redskins, I want to be real honest with you all. And I don't want to sit here and give you any false hopes or illusions on what I feel about this game against the Eagles at FedEx Field. You know, let's really look at this and look at it for what it's worth. And, you know, how could I say this? You know, you got this Philadelphia Eagles team. They went out there to do some things to try to make sure that Carson Wentz got some help out there. Right. And when you look at who they went to go help him out, and where they went to go seek the help from, they went to the New England Patriots. And when you talk about this Philadelphia Eagles team and you look at this depth chart and who they went to go pick up, it starts to make you say to yourself, man, the Redskins in trouble. Because when you go get LeGarrette Blount, you know one thing, they're going to run the ball. And let's not forget about Darren Sproles, y'all. Remember, he scorched us. So when you look at this Philadelphia Eagles team, don't go into Sunday taking this Philadelphia Eagles team lightly. You know, let's flip the corner and go to the other side of the ball when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. You're talking about defensive tackle Fletcher Cox. You're talking about defensive end Vinny Curry and Brandon Graham, who all had good seasons last year. And let's not forget about Jordan Hicks at the linebacker position. They played well last year. And then they really not too much meeting to beat when it comes to their corners. You talking about Darby and Jalen Mills. So at the end of the day, this Washington Redskins is facing the Philadelphia Eagles team that's going to challenge them on both sides of the ball. The Washington Redskins will be challenged. And after Sunday's game, we're going to really understand what type of direction that this Washington Redskins team is going to go into. You talking about a division game, week 1, out the gate. This is not the same Philadelphia Eagles team that we faced a year ago. This is not the same Philadelphia Eagles team with a young Carson Wentz on the roster. No. This is a whole different Philadelphia Eagles team. And it's a whole different Washington Redskins team as well, especially when you look at the offense. Especially when you look at the defensive line, especially when you look at the linebackers, especially when you look at from the safety position. This is a different Washington Redskins team. And I know why y'all saying, well, Red, we already know that. I know you know that. But what I'm trying to say is, with a different Washington Redskins team, with a new defensive coordinator, we seen through the preseason that he wants to be an aggressive defense. But that's in preseason games. It's still a lot of questions that have to be answered about the Washington Redskins going into this game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Will Jay Gruden run the ball? Hell, and if he does run the ball, is Rob Kelly going to be able to carry the load? You know, when you talk about Rob Kelly in the 2 games that he had against the Philadelphia Eagles, I think he had like 20 or maybe 22 carries for like 120-something yards in 2 games against the Philadelphia Eagles. I hope somebody heard what I just said. I really hope that somebody just heard what just came out my mouth about Rob Kelly when he faced the Philadelphia Eagles for 2 games last year. I think in 1 game when they played at FedEx, he broke out for like a 30-yard game. But after that, though, what did you see from Rob Kelly against this Philadelphia Eagles? I just said the man had 22 carries in 2 games for like 120-something yards in 2 games. 20 carries in 2 games. If you're the lead running back, you should be having 20 carries in 1 game. See the question that need to be answered when it comes to what the Washington Redskins going to do or trying to do this year? Why I'm not going into this game saying, oh, the Washington Redskins, they going to blow the Philadelphia Eagles out. Oh, no. We have a lot of things that need to be answered when it comes to this Washington Redskins team right now. How is Terrell Pryor and Kirk Cousins really going to jail? Are those passes really going to connect? Is Jamison Crowder going to have another elevation into his game when it comes into this season this year? Will that offensive line be able to hold up? A lot of questions to be answered when it comes to this Washington Redskins offense that really, first team that really only scored, 13 points in the preseason? It's a lot of questions to be answered. And I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I'm not trying to discourage anybody about, oh, Red, how can you be the hype man and you saying these things about Sunday's game against the Philadelphia Eagles? Well, I'm not in hype man mode right now. I'm talking sports. I'm having conversations about the sports right now. And I'm just giving my whole honest opinion. Me being a Redskin fan, I like to see them go damn 16-0. But me sitting there talking in sports saying, man, it's still a lot of questions with the Washington Redskins that need to be answered. You can flip the coin and go to the other side of the ball with the Washington Redskins, to the defense, and you see Jonathan Allen there at defense end. You know, but the question is that's still up in the air is this nose tackle position. Phil Taylor went down. We thought A.J. Francis was going to carry the load. Hell, they cut him. And they gave the job to Ziggy Hood. Will Ziggy Hood live up to the hype? We saw flashes. But if Phil Taylor was active, Ziggy Hood wouldn't be at that number 1 spot. So it makes you wonder, Are they just dealing with what they got until they can find something to upgrade a little bit better? Or are they confident in what Ziggy Hood is going to offer them? I'm not too concerned about the Washington Redskins when it comes to the linebackers with Mason Foster and Zach Brown being the starting middle linebackers. But I will wonder if the Chargers are ever going to sit there and seize the moment that's been given to him a little bit because what maybe Sewell Cravens is going on, but a whole lot to what he has been doing for the last couple of years here playing a safety position with the Washington Redskins. How far he has come along in his ways of learning this defense and becoming an integral part of this defense, we're going to find out Sunday. DJ Swearinger just signed with us. DJ was named one of the team captains. We talked about that yesterday. Because of the impact that he's had on this Washington Redskins defense since being acquired. But now, though, we got to see all this translate onto the field. That leadership, that being vocal out there, guiding this team, help leading this team, his defense, to victory. All of these things are going to be answered. And let's not forget about the youngster Ryan Anderson, who could be a big integral part of this defense. We talk about 6 games, 6-7. Him and Jonathan Allen should be making big noise with this defense. So I'm not too much concerned about the Washington Redskins and their defense going against this game against the Philadelphia Eagles, but I got a whole lot of concern about the offense because it's a lot of questions that still need to be answered. Michael Underwood, I see you. He say Bashaud Breeland would not have his job after game 3 or 4 because he will always get beat and cause flags thrown over his ankle when he gets beat bad. Man, that could very well be true. And you know what, Mike Underwood? The thing about that is Bashaud Breeland better be real careful. Especially when you got Quentin Dunbar, Kendall Fuller, but listen here. When you got these young bucks, Fabian Moreau and Joshua Hosley, sit there making big plays and impacts with this Washington Redskins defense, you damn right Bashaud Breeland better live up to the hype. And his island better be sure enough be a safe haven better than damn Gilligan. Jerry Sutton say, preach, Rev, we will be challenged, but we will have to pull this one out. Most of my family up there, we in the Family Feud showdown on Sunday. We going to need our wide receivers to step up. Big time, Jerry Sutton. Jeremiah Smith say, man, it's going to be a battle, Rev. Michael Underwood say, Jerry, we need our defense to perform great because I believe our offense will click well. Mike Underwood say, Everett will do his thing more than Breeland. I believe that. But at the end of the day, though, you know, when it comes down to it, when it comes down to this whole scenario, the Washington Redskins offense is really going to have to show up in this game when it comes to these New England Patriots. They really gonna have to show up because if they don't show up, it's going to be a bad situation, a bad situation for this Washington Redskins team, especially against a division opponent. Man, we will talk about them losing and why they lost so much, but at the end of the day, though, if you ask me my score for this game against the Philadelphia Eagles, well, I encourage you to tune in tomorrow to the Rev T Sports Revival, the Friday edition, to see what I'm going to put out there in the atmosphere about all these games. I'm going to give all my predictions for the whole week 1. I had to go, put the one for Kansas City and the Patriots out, and I said I'm going to ride with the Patriots. And if you ask me by how many points, I say the Patriots will beat them at least by 2 touchdowns. By 14 points, with no problem. I could be wrong. And if you win, son, if you go bet, make sure you go send some donations to the Rev T Sports Revival because Rev gave you a good bet. How that sound? Fair enough? That's good, y'all. But listen here, man. I done had a good show with the people on the Thursday. I want to thank everybody that tuned in, shared the post. I know we had some difficulties trying to get on to the new Mountaintop Network Radio DMV Facebook page to get things going live. But we appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. I want to hear from y'all. Y'all can send me stuff during the day at The Real Rev T on Twitter, at Sport Revival on Twitter. Make sure you go listen to the latest shows on Podbean, iTunes, Stitches, YouTube, wherever it might hit you. And coming in to tune in radio, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV is where you can find the radio link to listen to the show. I'm going to post a link for the people once again. Y'all make sure y'all go out there and share the post with the people. And tomorrow, y'all, we're going to go ahead and do the rundown of these games that they got going on in the NFL and talk about, well, game 1, Kansas City going up against the New England Patriots. But listen here, though, man. I had a good show with the people today. I'll tell it to the young. I'll tell it to the old. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Love somebody. Love somebody. Love somebody, baby. Watch with me. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ow!